He's so right, you know.
Yeah.
He's so right.
I am in a bad place.
Yeah, same.
Seriously, bro, I'm in a bad place when it comes to that.
I'm in a bad place. Like, I'm at the point where I don't know what's right and wrong.
Let me throw this stat at you, right? So in the last 12 games, we've conceded the first goal in 10 of them.
Yeah.
The 12 games before these 12 games, we had 10 clean sheets out of 12 games. And Dicko in the comments says, I'm numb to us going behind now. I'm so used to it. He's so right, you know.
Yeah.
He's so right.
I am in a bad place.
Yeah, same.
Seriously, bro, I'm in a bad place when it comes to that.
I'm in a bad place. Like, I'm at the point where I don't know what's right and wrong. I don't, like, I can't identify that. Like, I just can't believe how out of form everyone is, besides Luis Diaz, who's a new signing. Like, I just don't get how we're in the position that we are. And I just think the only way we get out of it is by not getting rid, but I mean temporarily putting certain players on the bench. While we're in this shit form, get competition for places. Give these players who have been starting week in, week out.
James?
Give them an incentive. We can see first, because that's a mentality thing. If you've conceded first in the last, 14 games or something ridiculous like that.
10 and 12.
10 and 12,
That's the one thing I kept saying, though, last season when we were in Jurgens. Like, we need that oomph. That was the thing I kept saying.
Well, we used to start games brilliantly.
Minutes.
That's why you're right.
That used to be our thing. And do you know what the most mad thing is? Since Pep, and this isn't blaming him, since he released that book with the title Intensity, that's the last thing we've actually done, show intensity.
It's mad. It's proper mad.
What?
So Pep Lijnders, our coach,
yeah.
and I've bought the book. It's called Intensity, and it was all about our story last season. Since he's released that, we haven't shown any intensity.
Do you not?
Why are we conceding goals? Let us know in the comments. Why is it every single game?
Do you think that's something to do with, though, the book, or not? Have you read it?
No, I've read it, and it gives away a lot of secrets. I can't lie. Even Tegan, who knows next to nothing about football, is like, he's giving all the secrets away.
No, but it's true. Like, I'm not going to lie, it was a very detailed book from the bits that I saw.
Klopp doesn't like stuff like that, though.
Because
but
Klopp would have been sound. Yeah, he would have been sound.
You've got to write a book.
But he won't have told them to put in the details.
He's put in the screenshots of our training sessions and all the notes. And
no, but you know what, though? There's actually, like, it's not as big of a deal as people are assuming. Because there's one thing knowing what the system is, and then there's knowing how to handle it.
Yeah, but
and
if you're
even giving away tactics, believe me, like, if your players are good enough, they'll still be able to work that system well, even if you know what's coming. Like, everyone knew what we were doing before. Give the ball to Van Dijk, ball over the top to Salah. Salah cuts in on the same left foot that he always cuts inside of, and he still scores. So everyone knew Robertson and Trent were going to be spamming in crosses. Everyone knew that we were going to try and dominate the midfield and outrun teams. Everyone thought that we were going to outrun teams. The thing is, they just couldn't outrun us. So they knew we were going to do it, but it doesn't mean that they still had the standards or the capabilities to keep up with us.
We've been worked out.
So you've been worked out, but not worked out as in, I now know what you're doing. They've been knowing what we've been doing. It's just we can't do the same standard. We can't keep the same standard
no more. It's like
the
way everyone knows City's going to pass the ball around.
Exactly. Like, everyone knows, right, so they're going to dominate the ball. They're going to run around a lot. They're going to put us under immense pressure.
Just ping it into
so
Haaland.
we've identified the three main things that City are going to do, yet we're still going to get spanked 5-0.
Yeah.
So even though we know what they're going to... So I don't even look into that. What I think it is a player mentality shift. The reason why we're conceding first is because Trent said is not in the game. Virgil van Dijk said is not in the game. Salah said I don't even know where his head is at the moment. I want him to get that fluffy afro again, just to remind me of where he first joined. The only ones who seem to be really on fire at the moment, Bobby Firmino, he just looks like...
a guy, man.
He looks fucking old school.
He looks ready.
He just looks like that Brazilian
monster.
What a goal,
by the way.
Do you know, when I look at Bobby, I just think, I want you captaining the team at this moment. Like, right now, I want you wearing the armbands. Obviously, not on a long-term basis and making him the first-choice captain. But, I mean, right now, I look at you as that leader. Like, that's someone who's going to get it into the players and fucking go for it.
Great goal from Bobby when he came on the other day.
Beautiful finish off the left foot. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Ruby. Nearly as beautiful as you. But Roberto Firmino is just a sensational person. Luis Diaz, and I think Luis Diaz and Bobby Firmino share a similar mindset where they just want to run, they want to do skills, but they want to score goals, and that's beautiful. So they're the two players that I want to see playing. Thiago I want to see playing. Love the way he came and clapped the fans. But
he needs to run back a bit faster. I don't know if you've seen that.
Who?
The tracking back needs
Thiago?
to, yes.
Yeah, listen, he can
this
track
is the
back
first
slower
minute.
if it means his legs are going to be all right for another few games.
I hear that,
But you need to accommodate
when you look
them.
at the replay of their first goal, and bear in mind this was less than a minute into the game.
Yeah,
this was about 55 seconds
like
in the
20
game.
seconds.
Yeah. And what's happened is we've actually started off in the first 30 seconds really well. I was watching you going, go on, we're in. And like, oh no, it's 1-0.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
That's literally what happened, right? And if you look at the replay, and again, you all know that on this channel, we're the biggest fans of Thiago Alcantara, possibly in Liverpool YouTube.
My babes.
We love him to the nth degree.
I love you.
But
I love
video
you,
doesn't
Thiago.
lie, Jay. When you're running back at that pace and you've got Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Jesus,
This is why I'm saying it's not just Trent's fault. This is why I'm saying it's not just Trent's fault.
100% isn't
because you've got
Trent's fault.
Thiago's not running back. Henderson, I thought he was more than useless against Arsenal. Thought he just done so much wrong. And Henderson's a player who sticks to the basics. It reminded me of when I didn't like Henderson as a player. He's just doing that again. Like before, he went a bit more progressive. He took a few more risks. His decision making was better. Now he's just gone back to same old, and now he's slower. And then you've got Thiago, like you said, running back. But he is so good on the ball. You shouldn't be getting a player like that who's so injury prone to be energetic. You need to accommodate him with the legs in midfield. Get someone who's just going to go for it.
But whilst we're playing a 4-2-4, that's not going to happen because we haven't got the numbers in the middle.
But it's still not Thiago's...
it's not his role to be doing that.
It's not his role to be doing that. So you're telling him to do something that's just not him. It's like the way you're telling Trent to defend week in, week out and make that your first job.
Yeah,
it's not his best attribute. So why are you going to eliminate that?
No, 100%. But that comes down to positionally, the players have to be in a better position to start with. Mentality, determination, it's all of that, isn't it?
It's all fucked. And the thing is, it's a collective issue. When you're in a situation like right now, to identify it to just one problem is, in my opinion, closed-minded, uneducated,
and
it's
just 5
ridiculous.
or 6 things, man.
It's probably more. So, like, you've got to think about everything. I even saw rumours that, like, Fabinho ignored Klopp about something.
What do you make of his form? Because again, people in the comments are chatting.
Fabi.
We love Fabi, obviously, but he's not getting any younger. This is the thing, like we've got one of the oldest squads starting 11s in the league. Arsenal have got the second youngest, I think. That has to count for something. It has to count for something. The people that are younger can run more energy. That has to count for something because that was us 4 years ago. Yeah. But now these 24-year-olds that we had, they're 29, 30 now.
Let me know.
So the 24-year-olds that are playing for Arsenal,
24 to 30,
they're going to be running more than us.
Let me know what you think about this.
You're 28 if you...
No, the one thing I massively agree with, I agree that there's not enough balance in our team. So you can either have too many young players or you can have too many old players. And I think we've got too many old and not enough balance. We're building the balance with Harvey and stuff like that, but still.